Hi guys, Robo46 here, welcome yourselves to Robo's Racing League on MotoGP 19 on the Xbox One. We are racing at Misano this week. Jack is currently sitting on pole position with Tommy D in second, Dibby in third, VSR Mike in fourth. A few of them on personal best, so we should see some shake-ups as well. It is of course raining, as you can see. But will the race be wet, or will it be dry, or will it be a wet track with a drying line? We'll obviously find that out once qualifying has finished. At the moment, a few people on personal bests at the moment. Neil is about to finish his lap. See if we can find him. There he is, coming to the line. Moves up one position to 7th place. He's back in the pit. VSR Mikey's coming through. He's got one corner to go. And see if he moves up the positions as well. Jack's just had a crash. VSR Mikey up to second, just 3/10 off of Jack's time, so he's getting close. Dibby's lap has gone away slightly. Cringy is on a personal best. See if he can move up the order. So he's going through the quick right-handers at the moment. Oh, I think he invalidated his lap time. He just touched the green on the outside there. So they are running out of time, 2 minutes remaining. So, yeah, the gap at the top is 0.3. Can VSR Mikey make that gap up? He's obviously just gone back into the garage, maybe changed tyres, maybe tweaked his setup a little bit. See if that helps. I don't know what Cringy was doing there. I think he was just giving himself a little bit of a gap because there's someone just ahead of him. You obviously don't want to catch him. So Jack has just gone quickest through the first sector. VSR Mikey has not. Bike has just crashed. Gidsy is on a personal best. Will he move up from 11th place? Yes, he does. He moves up to 6th. I don't know if Snooker Greg has actually set a lap time yet because he's not got a time or a gap beside his name. Jack has gone grey in Sector 2, so he's not going to improve at the moment. Bike has had another crash. Snooker Greg, will he go through Sector 1 orange? Oh, Jack's back on a red sector, so he's picked up a bit more time. Snooker Greg has done a personal best first sector. Well, he's done his first sector by the looks of it. Maybe he's had a few troubles staying on track. VSR Mikey on personal best as well. Jack is going to go across the line first. Oh, doesn't improve. So VSR Mikey, was he held up by traffic there? Does not improve. So Dibby is tucking in behind him. I am wondering if maybe, I don't know, find out afterwards if anyone got in anyone's way. But Tommy D, he's on a personal best at the moment on the Petronas Yamaha. Can he improve? Still on course for a personal best. So this is Jack's final lap, VSR Mikey's final lap, Dibby's final lap. In fact, it's a lot of their final laps. It's everyone's final lap because the flag is out. Biker's had another crash. Biker will not improve his time. Tommy D is going to be the second to the line. Gidsy is just improved but not a place, so 7th place for him. Tommy D, no, didn't improve there, so staying in third. VSR Mikey, he's just gone orange through Sector 2 but had a crash. So it's looking very likely that Jack is going to be on pole position. Just gone red in Sector 2. Is he going to just try and extend his little gap at the top? Currently sitting on 0.3. See what he does through Sector 3. Last time through Sector 3 he was red when he's grey in Sector 2. Got a few personal best laps going on at the bottom. Stick Vortex, Snooker Greg, Sinister Hybrid and Cringy. Jack's done another red sector in Sector 3. Stick Vortex improves in time but not place, staying in 10th place. Snooker Greg, I don't think he's actually set a time. Cringy, he's still on a personal best, as is Sinister Hybrid. But Jack is about to improve time. Yes, he is. It extends that gap to half a second. Cringy And Sinister Hybrid coming to the line. Staying where he is, but improves time. And Cringy. Oh, we jumped up the order. So, let's just confirm the times. Pole position is Jack from half a second from VSR Mikey in second. Tommy D in third. Debbie fourth. Biker in fifth. Cringy in sixth. Neil in seventh. Gidsy eighth. Sinister Hybrid ninth. Stick Vortex in 10th. And yeah, Snooker Greg did not set a time. So he's starting down in 11th place. So let's go over, get the race started. See the guys floating above the grid, no doubt. But what will the actual weather be? It's a wet track. So the track will dry out throughout the race. I can't see anyone floating. I can't see anyone at all, in fact. Is anyone there? Ghost Riders. So the language is still wrong for start race. So what are these guys going to do about their setups? Are they going to tweak them a little bit for later on in the race when that dry line has appeared? A few of them are ready, but a lot of them are not. Okay. Just wait for everyone to ready up. Come on. So 4 left to ready up. And then we can get started on this race. Okay, 2 left. Come on. Ready up for me. Okay, VSO Mikey is ready. Just waiting on Snooker Greg. Just waiting on Snooker Greg. There he goes. He is ready. Right, let's get this race started. So we go to the silent grid. Okay. Silence on the grid. It's really weird. It's like a electric bike race. So go for VSO Mikey. Let's get underway. Misano, Robo's Racing League. Let's go. Oh, good start there from VSR Mikey. Down into turn 1. Takes the lead. Jack trying to take the outside. He's going to be up the inside. Oh, there's a few off in the background. A lot of yellow detectors going off there. Or indicators even. I don't know what a detector is. So VSR Mikey in the lead. Jack in second. And Tommy D in third. But what is going on? A bit further back. People off track all over the place. It is being a very hectic start to this race. All the wet races seem to be very hectic at the moment. So I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of people. Oh, Mikey is down. Don't know what happened to Mikey there, but he is down. So Jack is in the lead. Tommy D in second. Just don't know where to look half the time. People are touching a bit further back. Come on, guys. Let's try and have a clean race. All the wet races just throw up like a lot of problems for people. So following Neil at the moment. Cringy in third. And the lap time should get better as the race progresses. 14 laps around here. Oh, that's Neil in a bit too hot. So Gidsy currently, oh, trying to get through on the inside. And he is through. Oh, that sent Neil a bit wide. Again, a lot of yellow indicate. Oh, no, that's Gidsy down. He touched the inside curb there. And down he went. So Gidsy has lost. Oh, he's gone to the back now. Right, so who is behind? It is Dibby now. Ew, up the inside, trying to force his way through. A little bit laggy as well. Trying to get through on that Honda. Can he make a way through on the brakes? That's a dodgy place to do it. Has he gone in hot? No, he got it stopped. And that is Mikey who's followed his way through as well. This is quite laggy for Dibby at the moment. So VSO Mikey, he was in the lead, but he dropped down. So got some work to do. Dibby is in hot. VSR Mikey is up the inside, is he? Oh, Gidzy is down again. Oh, if they'd touched, then Mikey would have been down because he was lent right over. So at the back we got Gidzy. He's 5.2 behind Sinister Hybrid in 10th place. Dibby is down. There's people all off the track at the moment. Definitely needs to do some warnings now. So Dibby was in 5th place. Did he crash on his own or was he tripped? Only saw his hit indicator go yellow. So he may have crashed himself, or he may have gone into the back of VSR Mikey. There's some shenanigans going on back here. Oh. Okay. What is Stick Vortex doing? I have no idea. I don't know if that's lag or he's going backwards. What is he doing? Okay, Stick Vortex is disconnected. That was a bizarre thing to do. Just see him stop mid-corner. Luckily, when Gidzy went past, he didn't crash, so that's good. So Jack is out front. He's got 0.8 over Tommy D. Cringy 1.2 behind. 1.6 behind is VSR Mikey. Trying to close that gap down. Neil is 0.9 behind Mikey. Biker 1.1 behind. Snooker Greg 1.4 behind. Sinister Hybrid 0.9 behind. Dibby 5.2 behind. Then you've got Gidzy 5.7 behind. The gap at the front is 1.2 now from Jack. 1.4 now even from Jack to Tommy D. And you've got Cringy a second behind. Dibby is down again. That looked like he's by himself that time. Only his yellow hit indicator went yellow. So, yeah. I will, of course, you know, wait for people to send me any footage that needs to be looked at after this race, because obviously I can't look everywhere at the same time. So if anyone has recorded any incidents or anything that happened on the first lap, then of course I will look at that and penalise people accordingly. So Cringy is closing in on Tommy D. He would need to try and get past Tommy D as quick as possible to see if he can close in on Jack. That is very wide. That would be a warning. I've seen you go on the green. Tommy D a little bit wide. Cringy taking a tighter line. Jack is just starting to get away. So Jack out front pushing on. That is Tommy D in a bit too hot again. That is allowing not only Jack to get away, but is allowing Cringy to close in a bit further. So Jack out front. 1.7 is the gap. A lot of red indicators going on at the moment. So just follow Jack for the time being. Through the left. Penultimate corner. Oh. We've got some shenanigans going on between these guys. Cringy is right on Tommy D now. Oh, Tommy D a little bit wide on the exit. Cringy's got the run. Is he going to have to go into turn 1? Too far back. Thought better of it. Okay, through turn 2. He's going to try and get the line through turn 3. Maybe get the run. Outbrake him into turn 4. Not close enough. Taking the sensible option, not dive bombing, trying to cut to the inside through turn 5. No. Right, well, he's got a good braking opportunity down into the hairpin. I don't think he's close enough at the moment, though. Too far back. So not able to get through. Both going very, very wide. Both staying on track, though. VSR Mikey closing in 1.4 at the moment. The gap from Tommy D to Jack is 3.2. Tommy D in a little wide. So is VSR Mikey, very wide. Bit of a wheelie on the exit. So it looked like VSR Mikey maybe lost a bit of time there. Neil trying to close in on VSR Mikey. Oh, Cringy is through on Tommy D. So Cringy is through. Now what kind of lap times can he do on that LCR Honda? Can he close down Jack? So behind him is still Tommy D. Oh, closing in quickly. But yeah, absolutely fine. Looked like Cringy just got slightly better X out the final corner there. Down into turn 1. Can the Yamaha do anything about the Honda? And that Suzuki is closing in very, very quickly. There is VSR Mikey just behind Tommy D. Will VSR Mikey make a way through? At the moment, no. Then Neil and Biker are pretty close together as well. So let's drop back to Neil and Biker. Biker is catching Neil. 0.4 is the second. 0.4 is the second. That doesn't make any sense, does it? 0.4 is the gap. And 1.2 from Neil to VSR Mikey. So Cringy has pulled away from Tommy D by almost 0.7 of a second. The gap is almost up to 4 seconds from Cringy to Jack. Oh, that is very wide there. That is definitely a warning. Got to stay off the green. So Cringy is trying to push on. VSR Mikey is trying to push on as well. But it looks like Tommy D has just closed that gap back down to Cringy. Biker has had a crash. I don't think he's going to lose any positions though. He might be quite close to Sinister Hybrid when he respawns. He will be. Sinister Hybrid really close to him now. Less than a second. I think... oh, here comes Mikey. Oh, he thought about going up the inside. Oh, he's on the inside now. Where is Mikey on my thing? There he is. Right, he's alongside and he is through. So Mikey up to 3rd place. Oh, I think he just got slightly tagged in the rear, but still got it stopped. So staying in 3rd place for now. Through this right-hander, which is a bit of a pain in the wet. Bit of a pain to get the bike stopped, but he's got a second to make up on Cringy. He's got 4 seconds to make up on Jack. Got to go careful with those inside curbs. I know they're not as bad as MotoGP 18, where you could crash quite easily going on the inside curbs, but still got to go pretty careful. That gap staying at 4 seconds. But VSR Mikey is bringing that gap down to Cringy. That gap is coming down. 0.8 of a second. 4.1 from Cringy to Jack. And 0.8 from Mikey to Cringy. And it looks like it's coming down corner by corner. Has he been kinder to his tyres? We're on lap 8 of 14. So getting to the point where the tyres are starting to go off. And who has looked after their tyres the best? So what other gaps we got going on at the moment? Oh, that is very, very wide. Okay. Down into La Quercia. Mikey going up for the wider exit, as did Cringy. So Mikey's now got 0.6 over Tommy D. Oh, that's Mikey very wide. That's going to allow Tommy D to close back in. If I can find Tommy D. Where is he at? There he is. So, yeah, about 0.7 behind still. VSL Mikey almost a second behind Cringy again. Okay. Neil in 5th, 2.4 behind Tommy D. Biker 7th, he's 5.8 behind Neil now. Got Sinister Hybrid catching. Is he catching Biker? 0.8 at the moment. VSL Mikey is dropping behind Cringy now. It's 1.4 the gap, but the gap has come down from Cringy to Jack now, 3.9. But even if he takes a 10th a lap out of Jack, that will not be enough. Sinister Hybrid is ahead of Snooker Greg. I was just looking at... Didn't even see him go past him. I was looking at the timings. So Sinister Hybrid up to 7th. So he's actually dropping a little bit further behind Biker. So at the front, the gap is still 3.9. 1.6 from 3rd to 2nd. 0.8 from 5th to 4th. No, 4th to 3rd even. But has that gap come down again? Because it looked like Mikey was into that hairpin a little bit too quick again. Oh, that was so close to a crash there. Yeah, Tommy D, he is catching back up to Mikey. So as the drying line occurs, there you go, quicker. Snooker Greg is down. So Dibby is up to 8th now. So that is the end of lap 9 onto lap 10. And the gap's still the same at the front, 3.9. So Cringy and Jack must be doing identical lap times at the moment for the gap to stay at 3.9. It looks like Tommy D's rear tyre is really starting to go off now. Really, really spinning up, coming at corners, sliding around. Can he get that 3rd place? Oh, in a little bit too hot there. It's going to lose him a bit of time. Will VSL Mikey go hot into the next corner? Yeah, again a little bit hot, but he's going to try and get a late apex, which he almost does. So that won't lose him too much time, but it is losing him time on Cringy. The gap at the front is down to 3.6. But at the end of this lap, there's not that many laps left to go. 4 laps to go. So, yeah, it's 3.7, so it's gone back up a 10th. So we'll see what it is over the line. Cringy is pushing on to try and catch Jack up. So what is it? Through or over the line? 3.8, yeah, it's gone back up. So over the course of a whole lap, he's closed the gap down by a 10th of a second. So not quite working at the moment. It's coming down, but he will run out of time to catch Jack. Unless Jack has some kind of nightmare or his tyres let go quicker than Cringy's. I can't see that gap coming down. 3.8 seconds with a few laps to go. Coming down to LaQuasha again. And Cringy getting it stopped quite nicely. And then into the pain in the ass corner. Again, getting it stopped nicely through there. 3.7, so it's come down another 10th of a second. But it done that same part of the last lap. So we'll just look at the gaps over the line. So coming around to finish lap 11. And 3.5 is the gap to the front. But again, we'll double check over the line. See what it is. Coming out the final corner now. So Jack has started lap 12 now. And so has Cringy, 3.7. So again, about a tenth of a second, Jack lost to Cringy on that lap. So looks like Jack is just controlling that gap now. Meanwhile, behind, VSL Mikey 1.3 behind Cringy. Can he close that gap down anymore? We'll keep an eye on that. It's gone back up to 1.4. Oh, that is very, very wide. So Tommy D 2.4 behind VSL Mikey at the moment. And you've got Neil 3.4 behind Tommy D. So we'll see if there's any penalties that have been given at the end of this race. And then obviously we'll see who finishes where. But at the moment, it's looking like everyone should be finishing where they are. Pretty much every gap now, apart from Gidsy to Snooker Greg. That gap is less than a second. All the other gaps are well over a second now. So all the gaps are pretty strung out. The gap across the line is 2.8. That said it was 3.4 at the last split. Let's go to Cringy for the ways on the penultimate lap. And he closed that gap down by probably about 0.8 of a second on the last lap. Now with 2 laps to go, that is still not enough. 2.2. That gap has come down 0.6 of a second in the first split. Could we see a late race attempt at taking the lead? Can't even get my words out. Keeping on that gap. It was 2.8. It's 2.2. What is the next split gonna say? 2.1. The gap to the front is coming down. As Jack's tyre's gone. Or is Cringy just managed to save his tyres that little bit more? Maybe we went for the harder of the compounds, which would have been the medium. 2.2, so it's gone back up a tenth. That looks visibly closer now though. Dibby and Biker just had a collision there with Biker, ended up crashing. That would be interesting to see what happened there. But we're currently, Cringy, 1.9 is the gap. They're on the final lap of the race. Can Cringy do anything about Jack on the final lap? 1.9. The gap looks like it is visibly coming down. He took a big chunk out of Jack in the first sector on the last lap. Can he do the same here? But is it going to be too little too late? Would he need at least one more lap? 1.7. He only took 2 tenths out in the first sector that time. I think he might be 1 lap too late. He is closing, but not closing enough. 1.5 has come down another couple of tenths. Yeah, we're coming towards the end of the final lap. He's not going to do it on this lap. Just left it a little bit too late. But he was definitely going quicker. 1.4. Yeah, he needed 1 more lap at least. Maybe 2. So Jack is going to win the race. Cringy is going to come in quite a close second place. It wouldn't surprise me if that's less than a second across the line. Jack wins 1.2, so just over a second. VSR Mikey in 3rd. Tommy D in 4th. Neil comes home in 5th place. Dibby will come home in 6th. Biker not that far. Yeah, quite far behind him actually, 7.3. But again, we'll have to wait and see if that was a, whose fault that collision was that resulted in Biker crashing. Since the hybrid is finished, I think everyone's finished. Now there are penalties to be added to people's times. You can see a lot of exclamation marks there. That is some penalties to be added. Let's see if that changes anything by confirming the times. I don't think it's changed anyone. Maybe. So, Cringy took the fastest lap of the race, 1:33.0, which was 0.7 quicker than Jack out front. So Jack takes the win, 1.2 ahead of Cringy, who was closing him down, but just, yeah, like I said, a lap or two a little bit too late. VSR Mikey takes 3rd place, Tommy D in 4th, Neil in 5th, Dibby 6th, Bike in 7th, Sinister Hybrid in 8th, Gidsy 9th, and Snooker Greg in 10th, and Stick Vortex will take 11th place. Like I said, there were some incidents on lap 1, so if people send me any footage of any incidents, I know I'll obviously look at them and dish out punishments as and when needed. So the results are subject to change, but if there aren't anything to look at, we'll go over and look to see how that has affected the overall championship standings. Neil will receive a 3-second penalty due to the incident with Sinister Hybrid at turn 1. Neil did openly admit it was his fault and did apologise. Biker will also receive a 3-second penalty added to his overall time at the end, dropping in 1 place in the overall standings because of this incident at turn 2 where he rushed in, barged Dibby out wide. He ended up clipping the front of the rear of a Petronas Yamaha and crashing himself, but it did ruin the start of Dibby's race. So here are the overall championship standings after Misano. Jack is still in the lead, extends his lead on 291 points. Cringy in 2nd on 199. Dibby 3rd on 173. And VSR Mike is now caught up and they are now level on points in 4th for 173 as well. Tommy D in 5th with 162. Neil in 6th with 110. Biker 7th on 101. Snooker Greg in 8th with 96. Gidsy in 9th with 79. Sinister Hybrid in 10th with 58. Dixon in 11th with 51. Stealing Set 12th with 47. Demons in 13th with 43. Stick Vortex 14th with 34. Sacred Meerkat 15th with 30. F1 Fan in 16th with 18. And Dylan in 17th with 7. So that is it for this round, guys. The next round will be next Sunday. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. I shall see you guys in the next video. See you.